Hey folks, this video is about a woman who says she doesn't want her husband or her boyfriend to own a gun, even against home intruders. Now this comes from whatever.com. They do a podcast. I have these women on there and they're talking about OnlyFans and what they look for in a man, different things like that. But this video is particularly interesting to me because the way she explains or attempts to explain why she doesn't want her husband to own a weapon is mind-boggling to me. And I'm not trying to get a big Second Amendment debate. Oh, I support him against it. Half the people that are against it don't even know what AR stands for. It's not assault rifle. It's not automatic rifle. So maybe do the research before you try to ban weapons. But first, let's play the clip, and then we'll review it.
You said you'd prefer a guy who does self-defense using other methods. Are we talking like with his fists?
Oh, not like that. I just mean I think a gun is a bit extreme. If because most people would argue for a legally obtained firearm in a circumstance of self-defense. If someone breaks into your home, most people would argue for that. I'm just saying I personally would prefer a different, I don't know.
Would you prefer he defends you against home invaders with a gun or with his fists?
It would depend on what the home invader has in his hand.
You can't decide that.
Yeah.
That is not up to you.
You never know.
Or if
you
there's more
know.
than one. If there's more than one.
There's 5 home invaders. All of them don't have weapons. They're ready to throw down with their fists against your husband. Would you prefer he has his hands or a gun?
Hands.
You don't want. He's
I
gonna
don't
get
want
the
them
shit,
dying
he's
if
gonna
they're
get the
just coming
shit
into
kicked
my
out of him.
house.
What if after they kill him they want to you? Wouldn't you want him to have a gun in that instance?
Whoa, I didn't think they were gonna kill him.
Well, I mean, they're home invaders. If he's gonna
That
fight them,
doesn't just because you invade someone's home doesn't mean you're gonna kill him.
All right, so that's a clip. Let's talk about 2 parts here. The second part's going to be about her reasoning why she doesn't want her husband to own a gun, which is absurd. But anyway, we'll get to that. The first part is how women like this articulate themselves or attempt to articulate themselves. I'm going to rewind the first part of the clip. I'll try to do my best to count for you. How many times she says the word like?
Oh, not like that. I just mean I think a gun is a bit extreme. Because most people would argue for a legally obtained firearm in a circumstance of self-defense. If someone breaks into your home, most people would argue for that. I'm just saying I personally would prefer a different, I don't know.
Isn't that crazy? It's just people use the word so and too many times. So I was walking around, the street and there was this library, but it was raining and just tell me you were walking by the library and it was raining. I don't need these useless words. I know I'm being a stickler, but it's similar to having a conversation with a high school cheerleader. Using the word over 10 times in about 15 seconds is crazy. Anywho, let's get to the second part. So you don't want your husband or boyfriend to own a weapon. And they asked her, where do they come in? Just with fists. They don't have any knives, any weapons, just their hands. Oh, but he doesn't need a weapon. Unless you're a trained professional, Bruce Lee or John Bones Jones. There's a high probability that you're not going to make it. So her rationality behind that is ridiculous. And then she wants to say, well, it depends what they come in with. It's not like he has his assortment of weaponry right in front of him. All right, I'm breaking your home. And they kick down the door. Hang on, honey. What do you guys have on your person? What weapon of choice did you use to break into my home? We have knives. Let me see your knife with my butcher knives. And then you go attack them and defend your family and your home. It's not going to work that way. They're going to kick down the door. They're going to have the advantage of surprise. And they're going to make it down the foyer, which is the little area in front of your door, if you didn't know what I'm talking about. I'm really talking to the women on the podcast. Make it down to the hallway, to wherever they're at, because they're going to aim right for people. They're not going to go for the valuables. They're going to go for the people to subdue them and do what they need to do before they rob the house and or kill you. Think about the logic behind it before you try to formulate your opinion or advice and push that onto somebody else. If someone wants to tell me in my face something different about what I say, I'm perfectly fine with that. I'll listen to it. Active listening is the way to go. You seek first to understand, and you may agree afterwards. I've had my mind change on plenty of things in life. But she has just been so engrossed in the fact that guns are bad, and her man, no matter who he is, no matter what comes in the house, who comes in the house, what weapons they have, he shouldn't have a gun. Oh, I didn't know they were going to try to kill him. No one knows. They're home intruders. They're pieces of crap. You think they're doctors coming in your home to help you out? Hey, you just want to take a look at it, make sure everybody's okay. So arm yourselves. A bat, a sword. Maybe on Pulp Fiction when Bruce Willis grabs that sword. That's crazy. I'm glad he grabbed the chainsaw because you'd have to turn it on and it'd be loud and they would hear you, you know? The hammer is just too short. You don't have that range, you know? So he grabbed that samurai sword. That was pretty sweet. Pretty weird, that scene, but anywho, I digress. Just try to understand it first. Do some research. Put yourself in that scenario. Have a little sympathy and empathy for that opposite, opposing view. And then maybe, just maybe, you understand where somebody else is coming from when it comes to that certain topic. And let me know in the comments if you think, one, it's bad to own a weapon, and she has a point. Or you're the opposite. It's like, it's okay. And two, am I making too big of a deal of someone using the word like 10 times in 15 seconds? But that's it for the day. You have a good one. Take care of yourselves, and I'll talk to you later.